Guys, I've just built up the best pedal board for clean tones. Check it out. Alright guys, I'm reviewing the new MIRA compressor pedal by Walrus Audio, and today basically I've created this very simple pedal board because I wanted to use this pedal, this compressor pedal, with some reverberation. And I have here my Cloak reverb by 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙚. If you want to check out all the gear that I'm using here in this video, you have the link in the description if you are interested. So basically, let me introduce this pedal. So this pedal is a compressor pedal, and finally I have here a really great compressor pedal. I don't want to talk about what is a compressor pedal because I think you already know. If you don't know what is a compressor pedal, I do a separate video. Leave a comment below if you want to know more about compression, how to use a compressor in your DAW, also like plugin compressor, okay? So leave a comment below. Today I just want to introduce you the really fast and really easy use of this MIRA compressor pedal. It's really great. Look at the artwork. It's amazing. It's like you are seeing through the key path. I don't know how it's called in English, where you put the key. I don't know. I'm Italian, sorry. So you have really basic control for a compressor pedal. You have, of course, the threshold, the ratio, the makeup level, so for the output level of overall pedal, and these two tiny switches, which are the attack and release. So basically you have all the control for a really great compressor. Then, as you can see, there is another knob which is called blend, and this is the key for this pedal because I really like to use compression really high compression level, so you can really listen the compression, the picking of your guitar. They must be really present, really compressed. And look also at the pedal. When I pick very hard on the strings, as you can see, there is this yellow light that is telling me how much of compression, so basically is the gain reduction, okay? So how much you are compressing, so how much level is compressed by the pedal. This is really great because if I play really soft, as you can see, the light is starting to light up, but if I play hard, this is really great because also with the visualization I can know how much I'm compressing, not only with the ear. So this is a double plus for me. So the best setting for me for compressor is with really high amount of compressor, as I said. As you can see, I'm using the ratio, which is this one, at the maximum. I don't know how much is it. I think 1/20, so basically 1/20 you are compressing, and this is the threshold. So I'm compressing so much because, as you can see also from the LED. So let's listen without compression. The guitar comes alive, basically. You are sustained the level of the guitar, so it's always sustained, and you are always listening really pleasant, really presence of the guitar. If you play really hard, the volume is always really constant. Let's listen. Really soft. You have lots of volume. Let's play hard. it's almost really constant, all the transients. But let's listen now without the compressor. So soft, hard, so of course you lose some dynamic. So with really high amount of compression you lose of course some dynamic, but you have all the volume which is very constant of your guitar. And for this reason, if you want to preserve the dynamic, you have to use the blend knob, because basically you are telling to your MIRA pedal, MIRA Walrus audio compressor, that you want to compress only 50%, only 30%. So basically the way I like to use this pedal is with really hard compression, really high threshold, maximum ratio, and the makeup to get the same amount of level with without the compression. And basically with the blend you use also some part of not compressed sound. Let's listen. Basically, let me put now the blend to 0. It's without compression. It's basically the same, but let me add 50% of compressed sound, so without, with compressor, in this way you also are preserving the dynamic, because if I play an arpeggio, let's play hard, you have the dynamic, not too much, because you're using 50% of compression. In this way your guitar stay really away with the same volume basically, but also with dynamic. Let's listen without the reverb. So this is only my guitar through my amplifier. With compressor at 50%. Let's put the compressor at 100%, so full. I love it. Let me talk a bit about what I'm using right now. This is my Gibson Les Paul Standard with pickup Alnico 5, going directly to this box. As you can see, it's an handmade box. Basically it's only an input and output, and from the first, here is my guitar, and I'm going through the input of the MIRA, and then from the output of the MIRA I'm going to the amp with this cable, and basically I'm going directly to the amplifier, while the reverb, the clock reverb, is routed to the send and return of my Driftwood Purple Nightmare. Okay, so my amp is my Driftwood Purple Nightmare. It is connected to my Torpedo Captor X, lowering the volume of course, and then I'm going to my custom cabinet. As you can see, my red custom cabinet. I'm using two different speakers right now. The Retro 30 by WGS, so the warehouse, and is mic'd up with my JZ microphone. Then I'm using the Green Beret, always from warehouse speaker, and I'm using the S Electronics R1. This is a ribbon microphone in the center. So let's listen to different sounds. This is the ribbon. And this is instead the 𝙤𝙤. And of course, the two microphones are blended together. I forgot to mention one other control, which is on the side of this pedal. Basically here, as you can see, there is a button and it's basically a sidechain. You can basically create a filter on the bass response, and basically you can preserve the bass, because as you know, when you compress a signal, you start losing some bass. It's really common this with compression. So with this side effect, basically you can preserve the bass, and basically you are filtering the compressor and you are telling to the compressor to not compress your bass. So let's listen to the differences. Okay, now the switch is not selected, so now it's without the high pass filter. Okay, let's listen. Now with the pass filter, the difference is really subtle, but you can really listen that the bass comes back, basically. This moment is compressing also the bass. With the high pass filter, yes, it's really noticeable. So really great. Then you have, of course, the attack and release. I really like to place the attack in the middle because I want to make it pass through my signal. As soon as signal is passed, you have to compress. So basically I want to preserve the peaking, and the release really fast, to have always my compressor really ready to compress again. So as you can see from the LED, if I use the slow amount of release, basically as you can see it's still compressing. It's really slow. So it's compressing only my first peaking. As you can see, it's still always on because basically it's always compressing and it's not moving, and this is not what I want. I want to compress every single peak of my guitar. Let's now switch to the distortion channel, and I want to show you how to use the compressor and how the compressor is really suitable for high gain sound. It's strange because it's not really common to use a compressor in high gain sound, but I want to show you. So this is the setting. As you can see, it's always the same setting, really hard compression. But let's listen without any compressor. So this is my high gain tone. Let's add now the compressor. You have some noise, but you can tweak with the gate after. I don't want to go behind my amplifier, but there is a noise gate. Basically, it is helping me to get the tightness, really subtle the difference, but it's basically working only on the peaking, really fast, as you can see from the LEDs. Oops, sorry. And it's also really useful for your solos. Alright guys, this is the MIRA pedal, compressor pedal from Walrus Audio. I love this pedal, and finally I have basically in my pedal collection a really great compressor. Guys, you have the link in the description if you are interested to purchase this unit, but also other stuff that I use here in my video. So link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.